Okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about responsive web design. So, the first time that I actually learned about responsive web design was quite a few years ago. I had gone to a design kind of get together in Boston. And the people who actually designed the Bank of America app were there and they were presenting and they were talking about, responsive web design and how this was going to be the wave of the future. And this is how you know, companies were going to start designing both their websites for their desktop, going into the mobile, and going into the app market, and how, based on the screen, things would auto resize, and that's how it was going to work. And we all just sat there and we thought to ourselves, well, how does that happen? And the way it happens is actually kind of easy and kind of interesting. It's a lot to do with math. So let's say that you have a web page and you want that web page to always display at the full size of the screen that it's on, the background of the web page, and maybe it's a blue color. Now, if you're looking at your desktop, maybe your desktop is 1280 by something. So if you set your background to be 1280 by something, what if somebody opens up that web page on a screen larger than yours? It's going to have that default white. But what if instead of setting that background to be 1280 pixels, you set the background to be 100%? Now it's 100% of whatever size screen it is. And that's really what responsive website or responsive web design is it's changing that pixel size to a percentage size, because 20% of a screen size is always 20%. It doesn't matter the size of the screen. 20% is always going to be 20%. So it's just going to shrink the way that you want it to shrink as, the size of the screen shrinks and closes. So this is a little bit of, some how-to on responsive web design. And it really came about when HTML5 came about. So check it out, read up about it, and you'll be really intrigued to see, that this is how we design and the reason why we design it that way. Hope this helps you out this week.